And I'll read what I put again. A wonderful piece of writing, a brilliant evocation of character, psychologically complex and true, a gripping narrative spun from a seemingly mundane setting, dark, compelling, builds great tension from a seemingly inconsequential incident, supporting characterization equally impressive, devastating yet compassionate portrayal of a blighted life, complex yet accessible and highly readable, as good as any published short story I've read in recent years. Which is, sounds like a school report, not in a very good it used to be a school teacher. But, sorry, come on. But, I mean, let me just say it's set in a charity shop, and you wouldn't think that you could render great tension in the charity shop. You have done.
Thank you. It is only 10:30, and there are no customers in the shop. Business is very slow this morning. This provides Dory ample opportunity to ensure that the books are in alphabetical order by author. This activity provides a large amount of pleasure for her. They need a shelf just for the letter C. Jackie Collins, Agatha Christie and Catherine Cookson are terribly popular. Her tea is undrinkable. She won't make a fuss though. Doesn't want to upset Susan. Doreen is very particular about her sugar intake nowadays. She's cut down to half a teaspoon, but this mug contains at least 1 spoonful and heaped at that. She's told her manager on countless occasions, but it never seems to go in. At home, she serves herself with a cup and saucer, but here she is, grateful for anything without a chip. She'll wait until nobody is looking and pour it down the sink. What a waste. As she turns off the tap, Doreen catches her reflection. She can see what her sister means now when she sends her money off vouchers for anti-aging cream. As Doreen emerges through the plastic beaded curtain back into the shop, she observes Susan, her manager, in hard sell mode. A middle-aged man has shown interest in a tea service in the window. Susan is busy extolling its mint condition in order to justify its £45 price tag. There is a young woman looking at the scarves. So, Doreen positions herself behind the counter as a purchase seems imminent. How much is this one? They're all £1.25, love. The sign must have fallen down again. Doreen is just being polite, as she can see the sign in its rightful place from behind the till. The young woman looks in the different compartments of her purse and then starts going through all of her pockets. Not got enough, dear? Show us how much you got. The young woman wordlessly shows Doreen a handful of coins. They count them out together on the counter. She's 30p short. Not to worry, that'll be enough. Doreen hears her name called. Excuse me, dear, my supervisor needs me a minute. Doreen follows Susan into the changing cubicle. Susan pulls the makeshift curtain behind them. What are you doing, Doreen? You don't have the authority to discount items. I thought I was doing the right thing. We've had that scarf for over 2 months and finally we're selling it. Besides, she looks like a student and probably can't afford much. It is not up to you to make those types of decisions. Doreen can feel her face reddening. But what can I do now? I've already said too much, Susan interrupted. I know. I'll put 30p into the till out of my own money. That way we'll be all right. This suggestion seems to infuriate Susan even further. Do you realise what that would do? It would set a dangerous precedent, and we would have every student and down and out haggling here over every item. This may be a charity shop, Doreen, but we are not in the business of dispensing charity. After all, we have our targets to reach. Now, go and inform her that you've made a mistake. May I put it to one side? If she'd like to come back later with the correct money? On this occasion, yes, but if unsold, it goes back on sale tomorrow morning. It is humiliating for Doreen having to explain this to the young woman. Thank you.